Okay, so I'm back after being off for Friday and Saturday and Sunday. So it was like a Nero and a 00 in Lexington, Buena Vista and then Lexington. And me and Ia had a great time. I had to get back to the parking lot that I came off. When I went on Friday, it was about a mile down. It was probably about 800 elevation drop or something. And I knew I'd be hating life coming back up it. But when I came back up this morning, I kind of forgot that I wouldn't have to go all the way up to Spy Rock because the trail would split. So I still had a huffer and a puffer coming out of the parking lot, but it wasn't too bad. So I was kind of hoping to, by the end of the month, to be at 300, but we'll see what happens. Gonna stealth camp somewhat tonight, seeing as I think I'm getting a little bit better at hanging up my bear bag. I wanted to switch out to an earth sack, which is kind of, it's almost like a, not Kevlar, but some pretty strong material. And you don't have to actually hang it. You can tie it like to a limb of a tree, provided you tie it right and you put your stuff in a sort of a water resistant bag, which is called an op sack. My bear bag weighs about little over 3 ounces empty, and that earth sack is about 8, so I'm adding a few more ounces, but I think the ease is much better, because hanging a bear bag, getting the right tree, doing it right is a time consumer. Trail. I was off the trail, but you can see that now I am back on the trail. Jeez Louise. I see a lot of these growths on the trees around me here, which is pretty interesting. I only saw one hiker. He was I'll call him a section hiker. I think he started the trail last year. German guy, and I missed his trail name. But he told me he wasn't feeling too hot. And he did the trail last year from Georgia to Damascus, Virginia, which is right on the bottom of Virginia. And now he's out. He started on the 1st of March, and now he's heading up somewhere in New York. And then he thinks he'll hop off the trail. But nice guy, German guy, and we chatted for a little while. I knew he didn't appear to be feeling too hot. He was kind of dressed pretty heavily and all that, but we talked. He was the only person I saw all day. Today's going okay. Trail's been okay. It's kind of spitting a little bit down here. It's supposed to rain today, so I'll be on my way to my stealth campsite, which will be somewhere out in the woods. I'm about 7.8 in. I'm heading up to that hog camp gap, about 2.2 miles. I just came through this away. That's Salt Lake Gap. Couple of roads running through there, and now I get a bit of a climb on a high piece of ground here. It's starting to rain, but you can see all over the place, even though it's kind of a crappy day. And I just wanted to bring you this. I'm about 3,800. I'm dropping down now to Hog Camp Gap. I did 10 miles today. It's raining out, but I set up the tent. Everything is relatively dry. The bottom of the tent's going to be wet. But I used my jet boil for the, actually we test fired it yesterday, make sure we knew what we were doing with it. But I used it to make a cup of like apple cider. And it's also working on my Mountain House beef stew, which is inside here. But I opened up the vestibule of the tent here, just in case something went bad when I lit it. And once it started going, I closed it up. But good to go. I got the bear bag about 4 or 5 throws before I got the line up there. It's a little distance away from where I'm at here. So once I eat and brush my teeth and make sure I've got nothing in here smellable, I'll head out and go ahead and hang the bear bag, and that'll be it. But the line's up in the tree. I got a bandana on the bottom of the where the snap link or the carabiner is, so I can find it, but it's not dark. I've got a pretty good spot. I'm set up underneath. I'm like in a little pine area here, so it's keeping a little bit of the rain off the top of the tent. I bumped into a couple of section hikers right here in this hog camp gap area. It's a big meadow area. You can fit probably hundreds of tents if people want it, and you can kind of tell the locals use this place. There is a bit of trash around here. I actually found a headlamp. All right, there's my bear bag hanging in the tree. Should be good to go for the night. This is my setup for the night.